Yeah, good afternoon to one and all. This is Venkatesham. I'm basically a chemistry teacher. Yeah, I'm going to discuss about this ionic equilibrium. In the ionic equilibrium, actually, there is a topic we have seen that particularly acid-basis theories. In that acid-base theories, we have seen that there is clearly we have discussed about that in the last class, Arrhenius theory and Bronsted-Lowry theory and Lewis theory, right? So after that there is another one, it will be there, and that we can call it as a hard and soft acids and bases. We can call it as a, in the short form, HSAB rule or HSAB theory, right? HSAB theory or hard and soft acid, hard and soft base theory, right? Though in this one particularly it is purely depends upon the Lewis theory, and Lewis theory first just will recollect that how much extent we have studied in the last class, then we'll come to this particular hard and soft acid and base theory. So in this one Lewis theory, as all we know that particularly there is Lewis acids are the particularly the substances which are accepting the electron pair from other substance, and it forms a coordinate covalent bond. The latter that was proved as a wrong, but actually the basic concept for the Lewis acid is the substances which are accepting the electron pair from other substance is simply a Lewis acid, right? Simply I can say that electron pair acceptor is called as a Lewis acid, right? For this Lewis acid point of view, some of the conditions we have seen that what are the conditions of substances. Electron deficient molecules, all the electron deficient molecules will comes under the Lewis acids. And other one is we have seen that all cations, all types of cations is nothing but the ion which is carrying the positive charge on it, that we can call it as it's a cation. Cation means which is a electron deficient species only. All cations comes under the Lewis acids, right? And other one is the compounds in the central atom which is not having the vacant orbital. In the central atom which is having the vacant orbital, that also will comes under the, it's a particularly there is a Lewis acid, right? So next one is particularly Lewis base. That are the three conditions are we have seen for the Lewis acid, and some of the examples like a BF3, all the positively charged ions, AlCl3, that all will comes under the, where it is in Lewis acids, right? Whereas in the case of Lewis bases, there is a substances which are donating the at least one lone pair of electrons to the other substance. The substance which is capable of donating the at least one lone pair of electrons to the other substance, then we can call it as a, it's a Lewis base. In this Lewis base point of view, we have seen that particularly in general we can say electron pair donor is it's a Lewis base. Electron pair donor which is capable of donating the one or more electron pairs to the other substance, then we can call it as a, it's a Lewis base, right? In this Lewis base point of view, particularly again here also some of the conditions are there. In this conditions point of view, particularly all the anions which are carrying the negative charge on it, that means excess of electrons, electron rich species, this electron rich species can donate the at least one lone pair of electrons to the other substance, then it forms a it can act as a Lewis base. That is the one important one condition we have seen. And other one is the compounds in which there is a central atom is having the at least one lone pair of electron. At least one lone pair of electron is there. Such a substances are comes under the, it's a Lewis bases, right? Like a H2O we have seen, NH3, and then ROH and the oxygen central atom, which is having the lone pair of electrons, so that it is capable of donating the lone pair of electrons to the other substance, so that so it can act as a Lewis base, right? Even in addition to this one, we have seen one more also. There is the substance which is having the multiple bond, which is having the multiple bond in it, that also can act as a particularly, here it is in a Lewis base, right? So what first Lewis acids and Lewis bases we have discussed, that continuation only, that all the Lewis acids and Lewis bases are further classified. Whatever this particular hard and soft acid base theory is, it is purely depends upon the particularly Lewis acid base theory only. Whatever the Lewis acids and bases are there, these Lewis acids and bases are further classified into it's a hard and a soft acid and bases. This hard and soft acid bases are. So generally whatever the Lewis acids are there, that Lewis acids are further classified into it's a hard acid and soft acid. So whereas the Lewis bases are further classified into, so here it is in there is a hard base and a soft base. Here Lewis acids I am taking, these Lewis acids are further classified into, there is two types are there. One I can take, here it is hard acid is a one. So hard acid, and other one can be, it is a soft acid. What is mean by this hard acid and soft acid? That means for the Lewis acids only, further it can be classified into it's a hard acid and soft acid. So here a hard acid is nothing but simply a Lewis acid, and all the cations, we know that all the cations comes under the Lewis acids. Why? Because which are electron deficient species, easily it can take the electron pair from the other substance, so that it can act as it's a Lewis acid. That means the cation which is having the more charge on it, cation which is having the more charge on it, and which is having the more charge, and there is a less size, which is having the more charge and a less size containing a cation, can act as it's a hard acid. The cation, all the cations will comes under the Lewis acids. The cation which is having the more charge and less size, then it will act as it's a hard acid. So I am taking some examples here, and which is having the more charge means I am taking, there is an Li plus, and I am taking even Na plus. This Na plus also having there is a more charge, a K plus, and other one is and we know that even BF3 also will comes under this one, right? So these are the hard acid. Hard acids is simply a Lewis acid, and which is having the more charge on it and a less atomic size containing cations. Generally we can call it as it's a hard acid. And what about in the case of this soft acid? Soft acid is it's quite reversed for this one. Cation which is having the less charge on it, which is having the less charge, and there is a more size. That means less charge and so more large size. Better you use the word instead of more, there is a large size ion. So large size containing cations can act as it's a soft acid. Here I am taking that there is some of the examples for this one. There is here it is Pb plus 2, and then cadmium plus 2, and then Hg plus 2. These all will comes under the transition metal ions, that will comes under the it's a particularly soft acid, right? Soft acid and hard acid, these are comes under this classification is purely based on the this particular Lewis acids only. Lewis acids are further classified into it's a hard acid and soft acid. So and these are the concept and then examples. And the next one is I am talking about, there is there is a Lewis bases are there. These Lewis bases are again these also further classified into again it can be further classified into here a hard base and a soft base. Hard base and this one further it can be soft base, right? So in the same way, how the Lewis acids are further classified into two types are there, hard acid and soft acid. In the same way, there is a Lewis bases are also further classified into two types are there. One is a hard base and a soft base. So this hard base means which is having the, that means there is a compounds generally which is having the lone pair of electrons in the central atom. That lone pair of electrons, the compounds in which there is a central atom with the lone pair of electrons, these lone pair of electrons are more tightly held with the how strongly they have a lone pair of electrons are held with the central atom, right? This lone pair of electrons, if they are held by the central atom strongly, such a Lewis bases are called as it's a hard basis. Hard basis is simply a Lewis basis only in which the central atom lone pair of electrons are held together with strongly. Such a basis are the, it's a hard basis. I am taking that here simply best example for the hard basis here. There is an OH minus ions, you can take it as a 1, or you can take there is an H2O is a one example, or you can take even ammonia NH3 is another example, and you can take any other. Sir, sorry, sir, you can mute them, sir, better. Right. Okay. Next, can I continue? Yeah. Soft base is there. Lewis bases are further classified into two types. One is a hard base and other one is a soft base is there. This hard base is nothing but there is a central atom, the compounds in this central atom and the lone pair of electrons are there. This lone pair of electrons, at least one lone pair of electrons is present, then we can call it as it's a Lewis basis. One of the condition to act as a Lewis base we have seen here. If this lone pair of electrons is held by the central atom strongly, then it is called as it's a hard base. So suppose if there is a central atom and this lone pair of electrons are there, this lone pair of electrons and central atom is held with weakly polarized, or this lone pair of electrons are held by the central atom with less tightly, then such a bases are called as it's a soft basis. So what are the soft bases? We have seen that there is all the organic compounds will comes under this soft basis, right? Suppose I am taking that there is a CH2 double bond, here it is CH2, this is a 1, or you can take that there is an R plus ion. R plus ion is nothing but carbocation, we can say in the organic chemistry, or you can take even some other example like a CH triple bond, CH is another one. So these are the soft base and this is a hard base. Lewis bases are further classified into two types, hard base and a soft base. The basic concept involved in this one is a central atom is a lone pair of electrons. Based on that holding the electrons, whether it is strongly held by the central atom, then it will comes under the hard base. If it is less tightly, this lone pair of electrons is held by the central atom, then it is in a soft base. So these are the some examples for this one. So this is a simply HSAB rule or HSAB theory for the theories of acids and bases, right? Just make a